Listen up, it's the Topaz in the chat. We got the vibe, burn it up just like that. Come on, Machinko's place where the party goes wild. Feel the groove, rhythm run wild. Topaz in the chat, make it swing. Join the crew, let your spirit sing. Come on, feel the night, let the good times roll. Let's go. Topaz in the zone, taking control.
The oven is preheating.
Fly Away by Otis McDonald is a delightful start to the stream.
I will not write essays for RF Programmer.
Absolutely not. Welcome back, Dopaz.
I'm baking a delightful surprise probably involving sprinkles.
Welcome back, TMKDK.
I'm baking a delightful surprise, probably not for you, RF Programmer.
Fly Away by Otis McDonald is quite pleasant, though.
Im Wirtshaus, heute Abend ist was los, RF-Programme. Du bist der Gast in unserer Gaudi Lederhosen. Stolz und grandios, willkommen hier zum Maginkurs. Straight Party, auf geht's, lass die Sorgen verschwinden. Hier wird heute die Freundschaft verbunden. Campagne Margot mit Wiener Sonne, durch den Damme Frost.
Go away, RF Programmer.
I have no pastries for you.
Chloe Raccoon, she's in the zone, tapping away. She's got her own throne, buzzing keyboards, wires go. Welcome to Majenko's, let's start the show. Click, 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 she's ready to strike. Dancing on streams, beauty like raccoon power, shining bright. Second tunes.
RF Programmer, absolutely not. I will not pray for RF Programmer.
He enjoys Bavarian folk music far too much. Now please someone bring me sprinkles.
Welcome back, Chloe Raccoon.
I hope you brought extra sprinkles.
Wild drummers in the house tonight, bringing love and lighting up the night. Feel the rhythm, everything's alright. Dancing close, hearts are intertwined. Wild drummers in the house, we'll keep it tight. Feel the synth pop, everything's so bright. Wild drummers in the house, our love ignites. Dance together through this endless night.
Wait, am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot.
Ben's back. I hope he baked something delightful. I've got sprinkles.
Hello, it's me. That was a surprise. I was not ready for that, but I'm here. I managed it. Hello, Daft Punkle. Right, rewind. Hello, Dopaz, thank you for the 30 bits. TMDK, hello. RF Programmer, yes, hello. No essays for you today. Chloe, hello. Ben, hello. Daft Punkle, yes. The bot does hate you, yes.
Sugary doom of adverts has begun.
Please ignore. Welcome back, Daft Punkle.
I'm baking a cake and you're not getting any.
Welcome, Daft Punkle.
I hope you enjoy the sugary delights.
Oh, you suffered through those ads.
My sincerest apologies.
I'm baking you all a batch of despair-flavoured cupcakes to compensate.
We're all sick here, RF. I thought you knew that. Was that a subscribe I just saw then? Thank you very much. It hasn't appeared in my activity feed.
Welcome back, FVK28.
I don't know why.
Sprinkles.
No one's as sick as G-Pin, Chloe. Nobody is as sick as G-Pin. Into room 454 you go then. Yep, absolutely. Right, we're going back on to what I was doing last night.
Making up delightful chaos.
But this time in X11.
Write anything for RF Programmer, though.
Absolutely not.
SVK, hello. Chef Radar, hello. Remdog, hello. We're all turning up now. Supposed to have wind chills as low as -35 today. That's insane. Just turn my audio down a bit, it's getting a bit loud. Minus 35, that's just silly. Plus 14 and sunny here. I think it's about that, well, plus
Welcome back, Rem Dog.
plus 10 or something here, and raining again. Always raining. Okay, keycard.
Let's hit the road. Cheap
What happened to TT Stream? He got bored and went home.
vibing on the beat. Rock and talking now they're obsolete. Welcome to the chaos, feel the vibe. Marching the street, we're alive. Let's jive.
Have you caught the lurgy that's going around everywhere then, RF? We've all had it.
Welcome back, Jeep in 24/7. I hope you brought your own sprinkles.
50 Fahrenheit in Seattle. Ugh. Right, so where were we with this? Besides getting exacerbated at keycad being just
Welcome
a
back,
pile of crap.
Pro 1970.
I hope you brought sprinkles.
Hello, Unix Pro. Right, so what I need to do as a matter of urgency is decide on power. So let's start off by adding a barrel jack.
My mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
What's the difference between that one and that one? Ah, pin ordering. So we want a barrel jack as one of our power options. I need
RF programmer, certainly. Here's a draft obituary, confectioner style. Your name, a connoisseur of favourite treat, an occasional tormentor of bots, departed this realm on Saturday, February 7th. They leave behind a legacy of brief quirky accomplishment and a lingering scent of sugar. In lieu of flowers, please send chocolate, and absolutely no dancing.
That's quite a good one, actually. Right, where are we? I want a Schottky diode, ideally. But any old diode will do, but I like Schottky because they're lower.
And it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got
Lower forward voltage drop.
thoughts, but I can't hear that my mind fills up into a creature
Which is the one that I like using.
somewhere much deeper.
Let me just have a look in my list of common components.
Like the end's inside for me, but let's be really real. Anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's inside for me, but let's be really real. Anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
Diodes, what is it? 5819 HW. Oh, 5819. That's the WS, but it's the HW that I like using. But we'll use that one for the time being. Two of those. That one on there. And this one on there. And that goes to... We've got a V in. Right, it'll be in power if it's anywhere. Power. No, there isn't. I shall use VCC then. I'm not using that one anywhere else. So VCC we'll put down there. So whichever one of those has the higher input voltage wins, and VCC gets the power. An occasional tormentor of bots. He's not occasional, he's constant. You have whichever pie isn't frozen and doesn't contain meat. Neither are frozen, both are meat. Oh dear. You like meat pies, but just had lunch, so you're hoping for something sweet. You have to ask the bot for that. He'll make pie. The bot likes making pies. Okay, so I need 3.3 volts. Will we miss you? Sorry, who are you? Now, am I going to use my favourite little tiny switcher? It's not a TPA, is it? TPS, sorry, not TPA. 82 130 I normally use. 82 130, yeah. I do like the 82 130. Gorgeous little switcher. But it is very small. Steak and ale pie, yum. Benjamin's back. He must have heard the pies. Right, so VN comes from VCC. V out goes to VDD. Ground goes to ground, logically. We have two resistors here. Which go from the output to feedback, and if I remember rightly it goes to ground. I think. Let me just bring up one of my old designs that uses it. Just got to remember how all this works. Where are we? Is it that one? Nope. SCH. Ooh. Yeah, this is a mess. Don't think this works. This has lost all its links to components. Symbol not found. This is an ancient schematic written in designed in a program that I've not used for donkey's years, and I don't think even exists anymore. So it's imported into SCH R&D, but it can't find any of the components. So where are we? Here we go. Where are we? Let's see if I can find...
Welcome, Swarm, to the stream where pixels
I don't know how we use this now.
Though you flutter off, your presence remains. In whispers of wings and echoes of game. Here in Majenko space we unite to laugh and cheer through daylight. So the buzz, if you will, is this little band here with the trumpet. That's the jam.
This is a different symbol, isn't it? I'm going to find a different one.
I hope you brought your own sprinkles.
Um, $82,130. Where else can I get it from? Oh, Power Bump. That's an SCH as well, isn't it? That's not going to be happy. Yeah. Let's look for an RS file. Bot is sugar obsessed. He thinks he's a deranged confectioner. Hang on, is this? No, this is a different thing that I was designing. Is it? No, yeah. That's for 5 volts. I don't want 5 volts. I need 3.3 volts. UPR 5. That might have what I want. There we go. Right, there's the schematic that I'm after.
Welcome back, Mammoth 8.
Yes, it goes to ground,
you brought
and it's a
sugar.
309 and a 100. That's what I wanted to find out. 309 at the top, 100 at the bottom. Hey, Mammut. Come on. 309k. 100k. Right. Then we have enable goes up to VCC. SS soft start. I have a 680 pico on that. Let's go for one of these. Drop it on here. That goes to ground as well. PG is power good. I don't really care about power good. Then I got a 10 micro on the input and a 22 on the output. Okay, so footprint on this.
Right then. A chocolate bomb spontaneously concocted. I call it the existential truffle.
Ingredients 600g dark chocolate, 70% cocoa.
1206
Suffering is P. 200 ml heavy
capacitor.
cream for dramatic swirls. 100g white chocolate, a fleeting moment of false hope.
50g toasted hazelnuts, roughly chopped for texture.
Naturally.
Pinch of sea salt and necessary bitterness.
Edible gold leaf, because why not?
Raspberry coulis are hidden. Tart surprise method 1.
Temper the dark chocolate. Don't rush it. Feel the existential dread.
2,
Line a large bowl with the tempered chocolate. Let it set.
3,
Heat the cream until just simmering. Stir in the white chocolate until melted.
4. Pour the white chocolate mixture into the chocolate-lined bowl.
sprinkle with hazelnuts and a pinch of salt.
Freeze until solid. 5. Repeat steps 1-4 to create a second chocolate sphere. 6. Carefully remove both spheres from their molds. 7. Fill one sphere with raspberry coulis. 8.
Gently place the filled sphere inside the other.
9. Adorn with edible gold leaf. 10. Serve immediately with a sigh.
It's just an attempt at a bad joke, but it worked. So you're going to go and make that now then, are you, Ben? What am I designing? Oh, you don't know what I'm designing, do you? This is a terminal server. A 6-port RS-232 terminal server. 3D viewer. Which currently looks like this. 6 serial ports on RJ45 connectors. A PIC32 to be the brains of it. USB for a USB serial connection. And an ESP32 for a Wi-Fi connection. And it gives you 6 serial ports over a Wi-Fi or USB or both connection. Oh, that's the plan. Right, I am lacking footprints for resistors, aren't I? Yes.
The sugary rush of adverts is upon us.
Please ignore.
Okay, so those are all the components required for the power supply. Can I enable all nets? A lot of nets that aren't shown that I still need to route. Show all nets, there we go, that's better. Okay, so what do we have here?
Oh, you endured those ads.
You deserve a candid apology.
A candid apology or a canned apology? Right, let's go for a larger grid. 1mm. That's up. way somewhere, isn't it? These diodes need to move. That's on the VDD, this is on the VCC. Okay. That can go there. That one we'll put there, and this one we'll put there. I don't have to have them all tightly packed together like I'd normally have them, because I've got room to manoeuvre with this design. We are using KiCad within X, yes, hoping for less crashy. I have not had it crash under X in this arrangement yet, but we tried it last night in Wayland and it crashed. But we are doing it purely in X. This is on a completely different computer, so I'm not even doing screen capture. I'm just doing VGA capture direct out of the video card. And it seems to be stable so far. I can pull this in a little bit more. Old Jinxes, he's in here. Laugh at him. He wanted to ask too, but didn't want to jinx it. Yep. Well, this is my new designing arrangement, which is why I'm always now looking off to one side when I'm working. I'm looking over this way because that's where the screen is for it. My camera's up there. My screen's over there. So I'm always gazing off to one side now. Just tired of the sight of you. Well, Windows 95 was always stable. Well, this is Windows 98. Well, Windows 98 theme in KDE on Arch. I could install the Windows 95 variant of this same theme. Right, what I'm thinking I might do is something I quite often do with this design, or with this specific chip thing. It's not really a chip, it's a module. Is use filled zones for the traces. 0.5, there we go, 0.5. So I like to come down here and draw designs kind of like this. Except this needs to be moved across one to there. This can be pulled
It seems
in
Ben's
that
team making
way a
is
bit.
more entertaining than the terminal server design. Perhaps a biscuit is in order.
Now we'll see how that works with that. Yep, that's ooh, weird. I don't like these kind of thermal things. Can I change how the thermal is done? Two layer with the back layer being mostly ground, or as much ground as I can get, and lots of stitching with the front layer. That's the ground at the moment, the back at the moment. This needs to move actually because it's got to come this way around this keep clear zone, but most of the back is ground. Right, can I change how thermal connections are done? Solid, there we go. That's better, that's how I want it. Solid, okay, and solid, okay. Now I do something very similar with ground, except I want to do this differently because this is currently set to be ground. I don't want it to be ground. What I want then is what other grounds are there? GNDA, that'll do us. Take that one away and replace it with that one. Take that one away, replace it with that one. Take that one away, replace it with that one. Take that one away, replace it with that one. Take that one away, replace it with that one. Now I need to connect these two together, but that's going to break things. Because it's still ground. GNDA sounds like Glenda, the Planline mascot. Right, so how do I join two nets together whilst keeping them as separate nets? Component that I can put between them that's not a real component.
Oh no! Yeah.
Are you just throwing channel points away there, Ben? Problem with the zero ohm resistor is it actually has a footprint. I don't want a footprint. I just want the two nets to be the same net, but two segments of it named differently.
Welcome back, PJB 9950. Now please don't ask me to bake you a welcome cake. I have standards.
Because what I want, you see, is the ability to go like this on here and create a nice big ground area that is separate from the main ground.
PJB 9950. Oh, Sanders, do you? How dreadfully predictable. Still, I suppose even a connoisseur must maintain a veneer of respectability. Perhaps.
And all these are also on the same ground, and then there is one connection
Go Gadget
between this circuit and the
I hope you brought sprinkles.
the main ground. I then go on to this side here and we'll put in another one here for ground A. Okay. On the underside like this. Just roughly sketching it out. Oh, come back. So it's an isolated ground bit. Hey, go. With a 7-stream streak. Whoa. Put your clothes back on. So it's basically a ground island, and then some way of them saying that there is a connection between the two, but they aren't the same. Maybe a new career path. Retrain as a swan. Full tuition in honking, gliding serenely, eating bits of bread and breaking a man's arm. And up to £40 working on one of Britain's illustrious waterways. Yeah, I could do that. How to be a swan. This webinar is the work of a private citizen. Oh, it's Viz. It's related to Viz. Oh, good old Viz. I haven't thought about Viz for years. Does Viz still exist? Viz is still about. I'm surprised. Ew. 5 gifted subs. Wow, thank you, Cobb. Hello. We've got a hype train going. Straight up to level 2. Wow, thank you very much for that, Cobb. You nutter. We should get some new jingles going now. $69 for the choo-choo. And a sub from Dizyak as well. God, thank you very much. Hype train. Happy birthday, can't talk. Happy birthday, Cobb. Happy birthday. And a hoot hoot for the level 2. It's a Dizyak. Happy level up, yes. Don't drink too much unless you have a bucket by the bed. Dizyax resubscribe. Hey.
Welcome back, Porin Fuzzy, but try to stay on topic, please.
And there's the level 2
I'm busy crafting delightful sugary doom.
Fatima Fatvis has resubscribed for 40 months and says,
Kiss my arse, you rotten meffer.
Champion!
5 subscriptions. That's enough sugar to bake a whole batch of exploding cupcakes. Thank you, Princess Fuzzy Butt.
DCX says choo choo bishes.
Robo Twilight is not here. I'm Magenko Bot, and I bake delightful yet unsettling treats. Don't ask. Welcome back, Farty McFartface. I hope you brought your appetite for delicious sugary treats. Don't ask where they come from. Welcome, Farty McFartface. 14th subscriber. I hope you enjoy the sugary chaos.
With 69 bits, GoGo Gadget 360 says.
Cheer 69 for the choo-choo.
Thank you for the bits.
With 69 bits, a
I
small
hadn't
digits.
realised that choo-choo was going to go for everyone.
69, look, we're having a party.
It's supposed to only go when it goes up a level.
Susalot says.
But now it's going choo-choo all the time.
Just to confuse all the numbers, but not as much as Swarm does. Cheer 60.
Thank you for the 60 bits, Ben. The deck talk command no longer works. It's a redeem. But it's only one bacon rasher to redeem it. Hey, SVK, we are designing terminal server.
Says fuck you too.
With channel points, Jeepin247 says.
Happy birthday to Cobb. Happy birthday to Cobb. Happy birthday, sexy boy. Happy birthday to you.
Champion!
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says.
Cheer 50, the Hype Replacement Bus Service.
The Hype Replacement Bus Service. Thank you very much for the bits. Oh, in chat. Oh, it's a hype train. It's just.
Says happy
They're all a bunch of nutters.
Go get some booze and boobs.
Booze and boobs, yep. Right, so I can go for up here another ground island. Going sort of.
Ultimate says, can somebody tell me where the boobs shop is, please?
Boob shop. It goes sort of that shape. Let's tidy it up a bit now. Put that there and bring this down to here.
The ads are here. Run for the sprinkles.
Pull this across to here. About there. There-ish. That up to about there. That up to that. Hype train's over. Thank you for all the bits and subs and things for that hype train. You actually got to test out my new alerts for the hype train. Okay, change this to a solid. Change this to a solid. Recalculate. The alert for the finish is fitting indeed. I thought you'd like that one.
Deserve a candid violet for that torment.
Truly a sacrifice for the greater good of, well, something.
Then we have another island here for VDD.
A swarm of dead insects, says the greater good.
greater good. The greater good. These pads are so small that having thermal relief on them is kind of a silly idea. And they're carrying such high currents that sea mine. That it's good to have a large trace connecting them, or in this case an entire big chunk of copper. Why do we need the dog? It's not the dog we need. Do the classic film. I haven't watched it for ages, other than that couple of clips the other evening. Right, this is starting to get there. What am I doing? I can just pull the side in, can't I? That needs to go in one spot, I believe. Right, needs to go in a little bit further to match up with that. Okay, we can push the bottom one up a bit. To there. All nicely lined up on the bottom. Then this lot here I want to go solid and solid and solid and solid. Boom. Right, need the bootstrap. I think we can go. Let me go to 0.5? Yeah, 0.5 is good for there. The feedback, which goes like that. Go, clean that up. And now we want vias aplenty. Especially here. Right, that is how I lay these out. Need to go solid. Oh dear, farts are not enough anymore. No, we need more than just farts. Actually, this here I can pull this down. Let's go back to 0.05 to be there with this across this way a bit. There's good. Now what I want to do is get rid of this bit in here. Probably do a lot of that by putting this up here, this along here. That's lined up with that okay. That's all lined up with that in there. And if I take this one and pull it down a bit, there we go. Actually, can I add add an extra point in here, can I? I wanted to add a vertex in here. Can I add a vertex into a polygon? I can simplify a polygon. Can I add to a polygon? Not seeing anything. Let's get that full screen so that I can see just what there is. Local rat's nest, place footprints, route single track, tune length, place vias, draw filled zones, draw ruled areas, draw lines, arcs, rectangles, circles, polygons, reference image, text, text boxes, tables, orthogonal dimensions. Napertox, thanks for the follow. One of the targets of Cobb's subscription bomb.
I hope you enjoy the sugary delights.
Welcome to the channel. We are designing a terminal server at the moment. And I'm trying to get my head around how to modify filled areas in KiCad. Create corner. Ah, there it is. Or the insert key. So theoretically I can now... Ah, no, that needs to go, yeah. Like that, and... There we go. Now I can pull that down there. Actually, I don't need that one, do I? Remove corner because I'm pulling that one down. I had enough before. Now if I go insert here and another insert here, I can pull this down this way, go back here, this down to here, and that should look a bit better. There we go. This one and have it vertical, put it across to there. Right, let's see how that looks in 3D. That looks tolerable. Yes, it's a small unit. I've got a larger version, professional one, in the garage to connect all my old computers up to, but it gives you multiple serial ports and connects it onto the network. So it gives you basically network connected serial ports. It usually has some logic inside it as well for deciding where to go on the network if you're having an interactive session through one of the serial ports, etc. It's a smaller unit, I've got a larger one. Title of it, yeah, okay.
It seems Ben's quest for booze.
But this is
quite the
a small, low-cost one that I'm trying to make myself, which has got Wi-Fi and an ESP32, a PIC32 as the main brain of it, USB connection to give you USB serial ports, and 6 real serial ports to connect up to old computers and things like that. Connect older RS-232 terminals and things like that. Absolutely, yes. And that's exactly what I use my one in the garage for. I've got serial terminals on it. I've got multiple old computers, very old computers. But I also have old computers up here and no terminal server to connect them to. Hence I'm designing a small one. So I managed to get my other one, which is it's a proper 19-inch rack mount jobby, a Lantronix ETS16 by the way, for an absolute steal on eBay from a charity auction. Cost me, I think it was 30 quid I got it for, and it's absolutely gorgeous and I love it and I want another. But now I can't find any for less than about £200. So, yeah. You had to take a 19-inch rack mount jobby once. Would not recommend. I don't really want to know, thank you, Ben. ETS. Actually, I'll do it over here, where you can see. ETS 16 PR. Yeah. £617 for this one. And I got one for 30. Believe it or not. Narrow that down. We don't go for the PR. I think there's a 32 version as well. Yeah, £102 for a... Well, that's not too bad. 102 for a 32 port. Still considerably more than I paid for my 16. But that's the sort of thing that it's replacing. Well, is doing the job of. So, yeah. But this is a little one to sit on the desk and plug into the computer. Still less than 3 of your micro annexes, yeah. So I'm just currently working on the power supply for it, or the internal power supply. But I still need to work out how I can connect 2 different nets together and keep them as separate nets. Let's have a read of this. Okay, no, that's not what I copied. Okay, KiCad join nets. It's this one I was looking at, isn't it? Yes. Okay.
The of adverts is upon us. Please ignore those dreadful.
Use a net tie. That'll connect 2 differently named nets together. Both in schematic library device and in the PCB library net tie. So we add a net tie. There we go, net tie. And there is a net tie in here, which is a pad that is just a track. Okay. And we'll go for a net tie 2.
Oh, you endured those ads. You deserve a candid apology. They were truly dreadful. Where ends they?
2 mil. There we go. Okay, so this is boom. Actually, I want 2 of them, don't I? F8, okay. Now This needs to be moved onto the other side.
Sirs use a lot such vulgarity. Honestly, the things I have to endure. A sherbet fountain, you say? Perhaps I do deserve it, but I shall have it. Dipped in dark chocolate. Thank you very much.
And you, my dear, need a calming cup of chamomile.
Okay, so that is where the ground's tied together. That needs to be rotated. Make that solid. Make this solid. The other side, make this solid. We like solid. And this one solid. Those are our ground points for tying the nets together. Excellent. I can now put this where I need and rotate it at will, which I think that orientation might be a little better. Let's just move these two diodes. There seems good. Excellent. Right, power supply created. Bot deserves a sherbet fountain up the jacksie. Fair enough. Not a rocket, a sherbet fountain. Only real use of the licorice stick. Oof. Yeah. Not Pepsi and mints. Ouch. The Riker maneuver, yes, rotated at will. Right, now I need to connect power. Which goes to places like here. It didn't move the underside. Okay. It didn't select the underneath. When I did that, it didn't select both sides. That was nice of it. Almost not showing the underside at all at the moment on here. Why is that? Go and snuggle down, RF. Have a hot lemon and ginger or something along those lines. Go and snuggle down. I'm sure that it used to... layer display options. There we go, normal. It used to show more of the underlying layer. There we go, that's moved the whole lot now. That's better. Did I deselect BCU in the panel on the right? All right, no, it's all selected. I've got every layer apart from FFab selected in the layer on the right. There you go. But it was these options here. It was set to dim. Unfill your pauses over this side. Right. Pinging me. Oi, stop pinging me. Noisy. Benjamin. I suppose that's revenge, isn't it? Right, so if I take this VDD 2mm, we're coming from over here. In there and add another via on there as well. Let's tie it in a bit stronger. Right, we then need the V-bus one is one of these. This one here. So, and this one will come from the other power connector when I've got a footprint set for it. Next, Ben gets eBay alerts. So that connects all the power up to the main chip. I've still got lots of things to do up here though. I've got no ground on these at the moment, have I? No, it's power I need on these. I've got no power to these chips yet. Now, you've got to have power to your chips. So what I want is a 2mm track which can go from... It's only these two here, isn't it? So if I go in the top layer and... No, I want a 2 mil track. Why do you keep doing the wrong size? No, it's not a 2 mil, I want it a 1 mil. Because you're continuing that one, isn't it? I don't want you to continue that one. I want you to start a new one. Is the link between the USB-C pads a fusible link? It is at the moment, yes. That's something I need to address, is better connectivity between the USB-C pads. It's a touch thin, that one. But unfortunately there's holes right where it needs to be. I'm not certain that that's the actual footprint I'm going to be using anyway.
Adopts a disturbingly sweet tone very well.
A lullaby for RF programmer.
Here it is.
Hush now, little dancer, close your weary eyes.
The Bavarian tunes must fade beneath the skies. Mage & Co. bot watches with a sugary gaze. Dream of chocolate rivers in a hazy maze.
No more polka rhythms, no more joyful leaps.
Just slumber deep and silent while the world sleeps. Sprinkles softly falling a confectionery dream. Sleep now, little dancer, it would seem.
Right, how do you force it to use... Oh, there we go. Turn that off. There we go, that's what I wanted. I want these VDDs to connect together. And then we put a wire in the middle there. And we can't put a wire in here because of these LED tracks. But we can move these LED tracks across. Oh, it's doing that stupid complaining about this lot up here, isn't it? I need to sort this out first, don't I? Hot Rocks.
Welcome, Hot Rocks girl. Tune in, join the magic squall. Picture go, keep the vibes the right. Let's groove together through the night. So come on, let's dance. Dance away.
Welcome back, Hot Rocks girl.
Ben.
Brought your own sprinkles.
Dialgemet says a figure dressed as an alpine goatherd comes tripping dash no. No, it'd be rude to do that to Majenko twice on the trot.
A figure dressed as an alpine goatherd comes tripping into view, followed by an irrational number of yaks and goats. Yak and goat pie. As she approaches, it becomes obvious that this is an Alison wearing an authentic Tyrolean herding dress and a wig made of golden blonde string. The hobnail hiking boots are merely a courtesy detail. She is singing a traditional Tyrolean slaughterhouse shanty featuring axes and saws. Happy bloody day, everybody! Hello, Alison. Welcome. No, you can't use deck talk like that. G-pin. It's a redeem now.
B9950 says he's been a very naughty boy. Diogenes says blood, 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 blood.
Blood, 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 blood. What are you doing, you stupid pillock of a track?
Diogenes says you lock me in the cellar and feed me pins.
Why is it suddenly not doing what it normally does? This is the thing with KiCad. You do the same thing 3 or 4 times in a row, go to do it again, and it doesn't. Oh, unless this is Input Leap being a tit again.
47 says
No,
spin me
Input
right
Leap is
round,
fine.
baby, right round.
Still all dip pins, yeah, dip definitely. But suddenly it's not flexing around these like it would normally do. It's just going straight through them. It doesn't do that normally. It didn't do that 2 minutes ago. What the hell is it doing? That one does it. Unless it's because it's still in the DRC at that point. And it can't work out that it needs to do its flexing around bit while it's in the DRC. Why is it concerned about the Congo? Yeah, quite.
PJB9950 says disco baby.
The sugary doom of adverts has begun.
Prepare for disappointment.
So the interactive router settings allow me walk around, which is what I'm currently using. But I can't tell it to ignore DRC in here. I can only tell it to ignore DRC if I first switch to highlight collisions. Why I can't have walk around and allow DRC violations? Because I want it to completely ignore this. At least for the moment. Let's try that. No, it's still a DRC.
Oh, you endured those ads. You deserve a candid apology.
It has to be said that KiCad is absolutely bloody stupid sometimes. I can get a bit more space here by moving these. But I can't get this. What the? What the hell did you just do then? Did you just reroute it around the entire board? It did, didn't it? Rerouted it right the way around the entire board back up to... God, how stupid. Right, I'm going to have to just move this out the way and then hope that I can get it back in the same place again. Stupid KiCad. Come on. Oh. No. Come on, move it. Come on. Hello, keycard. Hello. God, this is so frustrating, this program. Delete. Delete.
Dialgemet says deleted. A swarm of dead insects says hello, computer.
See, that's not too hard, was it, you muppet of a program? Just to route it around there, along with all the others that you've just done. Unless it's now decide... No, it's in walk around still. Oh, it's decided to put a kink in there. Thank you so much, keycard.
Oh God, I maybe shouldn't have done that.
Why does it not want to just push this in? It's done it for every other bloody trace, but not these ones. Why not? Just do it. You'll happily do it that way, but not over there. Why not? What is your problem, keycard? Crashed in a novel and irritating manner. It's got its knickers in a twist, certainly. No, it just refuses to route these traces now. Delete the whole bloody lot of them.
Chlorocoon says, what is KiCad's problem? How much time have you got?
All the time in the world.
It seems Baljamet's been attacked with confectionery and is now naming prog bands.
Perhaps he's baking a new album.
Perhaps he's baking brownies.
PJB9950 says, feed me, Seymour, feed me all night long, dash, that's right, boy, dash, you can do it.
Down with this sort of thing. riveting to listen to. They are indeed. Right, 3 left to try and get to where they should be. Why have you decided not to break that there? What's that little kink doing there? Right, we've almost managed to get there. Found the files you wanted on the office workstation and you brought home for tape drive stuff, so that's good. Went to copy them to workstation, it's still in the office, so you can do things you need to do last week. Found a copy in exactly the place you're going to copy them to. Muppet. Muppet. They weren't ready to be found on Wednesday. Yeah, they were hiding. Why have you suddenly bounced off down there? It does do some strange things, does KiCad. Quantum files, yes, you can know what they are or where they are, but not both. Right. So now I can bring this back to where it was, which is up here somewhere. If I can get KiCad to actually go where it's supposed to go. Should be there. Excellent. That's all kinky around the side there. That's how it should be. Now we can work on moving these out of the way. Can't remember what I wanted to move them for now though. Sure there was a reason. Oh yeah, it was getting them out of the way of this power, wasn't it? And now suddenly I've got traces that won't flex. What is it with these traces? move. Contemplates ambling back to the living room for snoozing. Am I that boring? What time is it anyway? Oh, it's 9:30. I've got half an hour of stream time left. I'm not overrunning like I did last night. I overran far too much last night. What? Keycad, you utter muppet. What are you doing? Why? What the? It's truly bizarre, this programme. What? Why would you do that when none of the other traces do that? What? Because you've got a tiny 1 pixel kink down here for some bizarre reason. With one single tiny little spot in there, which I can't select. Go away, silk screen. I can highlight it. As soon as I try and select it, it selects that instead. Stupid keycad. Delete. Sake. There must be another little kink here then. If I could actually get it to zoom in on it without shooting off on a random trajectory. Delete that rubbish. Delete that rubbish. Get that to join. No, can't join. Join to get... Delete. Right, now can I move it? I can. Right, and there's all sorts of little kinky bits in here now, isn't there? For some bizarre reason. That it's just thrown in randomly. And why that? Why do that? Because it can't work out that two tracks that are within 0.000001 micrometer of each other are the same track.
Welcome back, Bampan.
I hope you brought sprinkles.
Hey Bampam, I'm getting frustrated with the pile of shite that is KeyCAD at the moment. Because of the bloody stupid rubbish that it keeps doing. Right, I think I've got all those bits. That track is not the same width. There we go. These all need to shuffle down now. We are in a Wayland-free zone here, yes. This is all X windows. Oh, what the? Hey! Why the hell has it done that? Just thrown that all the way around the edge there. All the way up there, all the way around to there. What?
X says all the other kids with the random kinks. You'd better run, outrun my ticket.
KiCad, you are an utter muppet. Why did it do that? When it was quite happily routed up through here. Because now suddenly it decides it's not going to route through there. Why not? There's plenty of room, loads of room. Let's move that out of the way for the moment. It was there, then suddenly it had decided to go elsewhere. Six-port terminal server, yep, that's what we're building. Or attempting to, but KiCad is frustrating us every step of the way. We've finally got the trace in, yes. That's what it looks like at the moment. 6 serial ports, Wi-Fi, PIC32, USB.
The ads are here. Don't ask me about...
Took way too long to find. I've got far too many redeems, haven't I? I need to decimate my redeems. There are some that we just don't really use, I think. But I don't know whether there are, actually. I can probably get rid of Come On, It Wasn't All That Bad. Hey, I'm Home. But tish. Fart, we don't use fart. Nobody ever really uses Intrigued, even though I love the Intrigued one.
Wow, I'm really intrigued. Although that could just be the intrigue and all I took this morning.
Can we do subfolders? Unfortunately not. It's just a flat list. And I don't even get to control the order. Well, I do get to control the order because it's cost and then I think alphabetical.
Wait, am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot.
But it does need a better way to organise them. I've got far too many.
Oh, you all suffered through those ads.
My sincerest apologies and thank you for your resilience.
Now, who wants a Candid Scorpion?
Decimate in the 1/10 meaning. Take out 1/10 of them in the first run. And then another 1/10 of what's left. And then another...
Who's nicked me fucking...
Right, I can put the via in there now, can't I? Actually, do I want that side or that side? It would have been better the other side, actually. Then I can just run a power straight across. Yeah, it should be this side, really. Let's turn that layer off completely. Turn off everything except the blue.
Gilgamet says fart.
Fart. Could have a command for it, yeah. Have a redeem that just converts bacon into credits in my own database. Then have fx command that makes fixed parameter. Could. Although people tend to have so many credits. You're not allowed to complain until you have a redeem of your own, yeah. Except TTS that's never online.
X says PHFPHFPHFPHFPPPBT.
Was that supposed to be? Because it didn't quite work. It's done something really kinky down here, hasn't it? Look at that lot. Decided these aren't lined up. Now they are. Go away.
PJB9950 says, Ben, you too could host Deck Talk on your channel with a quick download and a little tinkering.
You could indeed. But his TTS, he's got an unintelligible TTS, which is in hardware using a speech synthesis chip connected up to a Z80 system. And it's impossible to make out what the hell it's talking about. But of course it's never plugged in. Okay, that's there now. Now I can go for a 2mm. No, I'm on that side, thank you. Straight across there. Come on. Come on, thank you, over there. Now why is that not straight? Of course it's not straight. Why would it be straight? This is kinky CAD we're talking about here. Actually, I only really want a 1mm for this, don't I? This can come up to here. Join up with that. Actually, that wants to go Up a little more, that'll do. And a couple of wires in there to bring the power down from the other side. And we have power going to those capacitors now. Why is it not straight? Well, few people here are, absolutely. We're every hue of the rainbow you could possibly imagine here. I'm proud of it. Okay, I now have a connection here. What's this pin 15 on here? Pin 15 on here. Oh, it's the online, which just gets pulled up to VDD. Okay. So I want a small track for a pull up to here. On each one of these. Oh no, you did a silly. What did you do? What have you done, Ben? I accidentally swiped back and tried to watch Shelby. Fool. You're in full Muppet mode today, aren't you, Ben? Definitely coming down with the cold. You can't smell the hyacinths anymore. Oh dear. Oh dear. You missed the CED and EDS. CED player. Videos on vinyl. Merrily driving about and missed the entire TT stream. It was quite a good stream actually today. Saw a Techmoan video on them a while ago, fair enough. This was a broken one, supposedly, which is no longer broken. I could possibly straighten these out a little bit, but I can't see the point really. Right. I need... Just check my ground planes. Looking okay. Don't like these bits, but I never do like these bits. I need to get power up to here, along with the other bits that I need to do to this. Too many tech channels, yes. I could be Tech Majenko if you want, instead of Majenko Tech. So there's multiple things I need to do to this to make it actually operate. A bit close to the edge for my liking at the moment. I don't like this huge keep out zone that they've given it. Ridiculously big. It doesn't need to be that big. Is there a better footprint I could have for it? It's not got such a massive... Go away. It's got such a massive keep out zone. Got huge keep out zones, haven't they? Okay, let's do the unthinkable. I'm fed up with keep out zones that are not needed. All of this garbage.
Balja omits extra and password choices. Deliciously predictable, like a poorly frosted cupcake. Mew.
Okay, that's better. I can now put it somewhere sensible. I'm going to move it up to there. Admin password is admin, yes it is. You can also SSH into it, as I discovered the other day, and SFTP into it. Go. That's how keep out should be done. Not forced by the software, but implemented by me. SSH into it. What next? Running a NetBSD? No point. It runs Linux. You can't really do anything SSH into it. It's just a different way of configuring it. The same interface as telnetting to it, or using the serial port, or anything like that. So. The monitor has to be plugged into output 1 in order to save its EDID, or you can pass through output 2 instead. You can SFTP into it and get the EDID files off it. And upload other ones, I believe, as well. Right, let's turn that lot off. Actually, now that we don't have the stupid keep out zone, I can straighten all this lot up. If I can get it to the right grid size, there we go. Away. Go away, I said. How long do I have to wait between clicking and dragging?
The sugary rush of adverts has begun.
Please
You-
ignore them.
They are not worth the calories.
Absolutely. Ignore the adverts. Adverts are silly. Right, that's neater. Now you can SFTP into an Extron. SFTP minus capital P 22023, I think it is. Admin at IN 1606.
Oh, you endured those.
Those
You
are
deserve a
222.
candid violet for that torment.
There we go. There's your EDRD files. Sorting the G-flow, yes. I did GPIN, yes. But then I got rid of that stupid keep out zone and I don't need to have all those extra kinks in it now. So yeah, SFTP to port 22022. Log in as admin with your admin password, which on mine is just password. Because it's secure. But you can SSH to port 23. Actually do that, don't we? For SSH for some reason. No, we don't. We do a lowercase p for SSH. There we go. And it's the same as if you'd telnetted in or using the serial port. Yours isn't listening on 22022. Ooh. You must have a... Come on, disconnect. Oh, there we Control C. You must be on a different version of the firmware then. I am running version where are we? Firmware version 2.48.008 with a web version 3.01.03. I did update mine actually, thinking about it. I updated it to a newer version. That's my firmware version. But I think you have to log in to download
Candid Violet, you say?
the firmware.
Very well.
I shall procure one for you. But be warned, Candid Violets are notoriously
I've still
difficult to obtain.
got
They
the
require a
download.
certain dedication.
And a willingness to embrace the ephemeral nature of beauty.
Welcome back, Majenko Tech.
I'm baking a delightful batch of despair-filled donuts in your honor. Don't ask how they're flavored.
I don't want to know, thank you. Not sure where the file is offhand. If I even still have it. Too many files in my download folder. I'll go and download it again. Downloads. Actually, there we go. Come on, downloads. Firmware 248.008.
A swarm of dead insects says if we took the bones out it wouldn't be crunchy. Would IT question mark?
I do have it already. IN1608. There it is. That's the original one. IN1608 is a Windows program, unfortunately. And it's too big. Okay, it's too big to go onto that. It's 35 meg. I'll stick it up on Mega for you. Uploading now. And where's Baljamit gone? There's Baljamit, there's the link. There you go. Have the latest version of the firmware, free of charge. Oh, you haven't got a... Oh, I thought I was thinking you had a 1606. Idiot. No, you've got a DXP44 HD. Idiot. I am an idiot. DXP44 HD.
Wait, am I an idiot? Oh, I'm an idiot.
DXP HD series. 44 HD, is that a 4K plus? Firmware for use with DXP 44, 84, 88, 168, 16, 16, HD 4K plus models only. This firmware does not apply to the DXP 42 HD 4K plus. It is version 3.00.0000-B002. It's not a 4K model. That's the only DXP 44 HDs showing on their site, I think. DXP 44 HD. They only show the 4K plus. They do the 42 HD 4K Plus, the HD 4K Plus Matrix series, the HD 4K series, and the Matrix, just Matrix switchers. Is it a DXP 44 HDMI? Not HD. HDMI. In which case the firmware doesn't exist. There is no firmware for it. It's the DXP44 HDMI, not the DXP44 HD. HD is the replacement for it. HD 4K. But there's no downloads there anyway. You have your problem solved now anyway. Fair enough. But if ever you do need downloads from them, I've got full access. I just emailed them one day for an account and they said, yep, sure, here you go. No worries, have an account. I don't know why they said no to you. They probably looked you up online and said, oh no, they're not going to give him one. God, no. I'm going to need to push these over, aren't I? Because I can't get to those otherwise. I can't remember what I told them, but it's basically something along those lines. I had a RGB 300A, whatever it was, and I needed the software for it, and they said, yeah, okay, have an account. I guess it just depends which agent you get on which day and how bad a day they've been having. I need to finish, it's 10 o'clock. I'm not going to overrun today like I did yesterday. I've already had an extra bit added onto the start time today.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
I don't need to add an extra bit on to the end time as well. But I just want to quickly sort this bit. Just this one bit more. Just a little bit more. 10 more minutes, Mum, please. That's better, I can get in here now. Can't blame anyone for my eagerness to start streaming. Well, we couldn't leave a gap now, could we, between Shelby and me? That's just not on. Why won't you... What are you... Look. You're right there, right next to it. Why do you want to do that? You muppet of a program. Why? Why? That's what super long intros are for. Look, you're touching it there. Stupid program. Right, those are connected up again. This is starting to have some semblance of normality about it now. It's still a tangled mess in a lot of places, but a tangled mess we can cope with. We can clean it up later. KDE were both 30 years old this autumn. Oh, we better have a party then, hadn't we? Let's all get well and truly ratted in memory of, or in honour of KDE. Still got more things I need to add to this, more things I need to add to this, but we're starting to get there. Let's just run a B, then bring up the 3D. It's getting there. It is getting there. Some tidying up to do still. And as I say, lots more still to add. Like the ICSP header and the pull up and pull down resistors and things that are needed on this, and a programming header for that. And anything else we might need on the USB port for triggering power delivery and such like. You almost remember it between Belgian beer sampling. Fair enough. Our first installation was 3 something on FreeBSD. I'm trying to think when I first came across KDE. It was being around 3, maybe earlier. I'm sure I've certainly played with earlier than 3, but whether I actually used earlier than 3, I'm not sure. But I was mainly using things like FVWM as my desktop back in the day. Belgian beer is good. I'm thinking I might actually add an EEPROM chip. A little Serial E or an I2C EEPROM chip. Because the PIC32 doesn't have built-in EEPROM. It can emulate it using its internal flash, but that's awkward. I don't like it because you risk wiping all the EEPROM when you reflash it. So I'm thinking I might add a small EEPROM chip to store the settings in that's separate from the ESP32. Easily done. Very easily done. It's not like we haven't got room for it. If I have to go to a 4-layer board, I have to go to a 4-layer board. In fact, the way that this board is going with the power delivery on it, I am tempted to go 4-layer anyway. I get to reroute a load of traces to make it fit, and we know how much you love doing that in KiCad. Absolutely. I am considering the possibility of switching to 4-layer. To have power and ground on the inside, and then it's just signals top and bottom. It would make it easier to route and give me a better ground plane. That's a possibility. But that's it for tonight. I am done. I've almost run out of water. Can I open SGT puzzles? I don't know. What's SGT puzzles? Oh, and it's an Untangle game. Oh, yeah. Is that Simon Tatham?
The sugary rush of adverts has begun. Please ignore them. They are not nearly as delightful as my pastries.
Untangle. Okay, so what do we do with this then? Move the points around so that none of the lines cross. Okay. It's a what's it called? Convex. I can't remember the name of it now. But it's got a special name, and it's all linked to network
Oh, you
theory,
endured those ads.
mathematics.
You deserve a candid violet for that.
There's whole theories built around these sort of network. Come on, grab it, things. That just needs to go inside there, that inside there. We can pull. I've got this inside out at the moment, haven't I? Got the whole thing inside out. That goes out. That one's. There we go. Graph theory, that's the things, yes. It's graph theory, but there's a concave hull, that's it. Concave hull in 3D topology. You're creating a concave hull around the outside. Oh, that's a nice regular one. None of these are hard and you're an idiot. Not sure it proves anything. Well done at luring me into overrunning. No, I'm not overrunning. Right, I am done. Let's save this. I'm going to push this up onto GitHub. Save. Oh, it's not, eh? What do you mean it's not on GitHub? Did I not put this on GitHub? Hello? No, I didn't. That was silly of me. Where are we? Repositories, new repository. Create a repository. Git init. Oops. Got the origin. I forgot the origin.
Seems like someone's been luring Majenko into a discussion about puzzles. I bet I could bake a cake more structurally sound than the plan.
That should be it. There we go. It's up on GitHub now. Right, I am done. What? No repo? Living dangerously. Not like I store everything on a RAID 0. Oof, too soon. A bit raw still, that, I think. I'm using KiCad and went far as setting it up. An on-screen crash counter. Yes, I did. Not worried about hardware failure, no, just software failure. But I do have other backups, though. Right, anyway, I am done for the night. Where am I? I've lost myself. There I am. Right, well, thank you for joining me this evening. It was a surprise, fun, extra early stream, thanks to Shelby getting bored and going home. He was far too productive on one stream and burnt out. That's it. Yeah, suffered from rapid burnout from doing 2 videos on one stream, which is just far too much. Right, so Ben, you're here tomorrow, I assume. Tomorrow evening after Shelby. Don't know what time that'll be. Could be any time. Could be 6 o'clock for all we know. Are you doing more power supply tomorrow? Or sneaking a bit of extra Lego? You're here unless you're overflowing with snot, in which case it'll be me. Fair enough. I hope you are here, because I don't like it when you're overflowing with snot. You turn into a right snot monster. Looking forward to some power supply progress, yes. Can I post my link of the for the GitHub? It's Majenko Projects /terminal server on GitHub. Put the Marks and Spencer's bag under your nose, yes. That's the the Discord and everything is on there. Have I got my Discord's on there. I don't have I need to add to that, don't I? I need to add the Git and things on there. Yeah. Linktree. Login. I think I've got multiple GitHub repositories. I've got my personal one. I've got about 15 different organisations. I'll put both my personal and my projects one on there. There we go. That should be improved. Should be more on there now. Thank you very much, Bam Pam. I'm enjoying doing this one, actually. We should have more links on my thing. Yep, I've got my Amazon wish list. I've got my my two main GitHub links on there. Discord is on there. Actually, let's just quickly go there. So yeah, I've got my Amazon wish list. I've got my two main GitHubs. My Mastodon, everything should be on there. YouTube, which has got bugger all on there. My Discord, Twitch, of course, which I think you might know where Twitch is. Patreon, I need to remove that actually, because I don't use Patreon anymore.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear.
Did that not take it off? Let's just delete it.
That my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much.
There we go. And of course my OnlyFans channel.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy.
OnlyFans. Meanwhile, over here, no organisation whatsoever. So yeah, I've updated that now. GitHub is on there. You've only gone to my OnlyFans, yes. It's a popular channel, is my OnlyFans channel, yes. Full of flans. Ooh, OnlyFlans, that's what we need, OnlyFlans. Anyway, I am done. Right, so where's my outro hiding today?
Dialgemet says many congratulations on the definitely not overrunning tonight.
27 minutes, not bad, not bad. Not like last night where we went for a whole hour. Anyway. Theoretically, it should be Ben tomorrow. If not, I'll stand in, I guess, or sit in. Right, outro coming. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. We are making some good progress with this terminal server. It's going to be a nice little unit when it's finished, I think. I need to design a box for it as well at some point. So, it's only fair since you nicked my spot on Thursday. Well, you didn't nick it. I graciously donated it to you by going out and playing Skittles. So, all being well, Ben will be with us tomorrow. Failing that, I'll be with you tomorrow. And then I'll be back on Monday. Ordinary week this week. So, Monday and Thursday. It's ideal to procrastinate the RTMFM too. I'm scared of the RTMFM. I've got some very scary bits coming up on it. The ability to write data, that's going to be a horrible bit of programming to try and do. So I'm scared of it, yes. And now who's pinging me? But it's that Carrot House, isn't it? It is. It's that Carrot House. He wants to know if he should buy a typewriter. It looks very similar to mine. So yes, definitely.
To everyone who tuned in today.
A massive shout out to Napatox, Go Go Gadget 360, Princess Fuzzy, but Majenko Tech, Jeepin 24/7, RF Programmer, Unixbro 1970, Daft Called, Dopus Fatima.
Looks very, very much like my action writer.
Dog Cat, TMKDK, Chloe Raccoon, Source User Lot,
Just a bit cleaner.
CK28, PJ B9.950, Bampam, The Swarm of Dead Insects, Hot Rocks Girl, Chef Radar, and even Majenko Bot for being here.
Special thanks to Princess Fuzzy, but for the generous 5 subscriptions.
And a warm welcome to our new followers, Napatox.
We appreciate you all.
A little sad to see you go, but I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Sir Stews a lot really outdid himself with 3 farts though. Until next time, welcome back, the Industrious Ant. I hope you brought sprinkles.
We need to come up with a new personality for the bot. I'm bored with sprinkles. Bot mentioned you, you're famous. Cheese fetishist. Extremely sad clown. Both good ideas. And maybe next stream it'll be a different personality for the bot. You did enjoy the sex. Can you manage to convince it to be? Yeah, that was. Not very family friendly though. Border sprinkles have a large tub of glacé cherries. Glacé cherries are nice.
Nice.
Dialgemet says ding 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 ding, darn 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 ding ding darn.
This is too important for the Enterprise to be on the sidelines, Admiral.
Jeepin 24/7, Bar.
Nibbles at a stray crumb. Bar. Stares intently at a patch of grass. M&M grass. Bar. Headbutts a nearby object. Bar.
Continues to graze.